Good morning. Um, I just thought to make a short video for those that might need something similar to this. It's a setup for a mobile Xbox 360 Kinect adapter. I just want to show you my solution, the wiring, the connection, and then the testing as well. So um, what I needed is like um, Xbox 360 adapter that I can move around with. Where I'm using it with Xbox 360 camera, and this whole setup is needed for a robotics project. So since the adapter is usually plugged to the wall, we can't actually move the robot around. The robot is a mobile robot, so we needed to make this whole setup mobile. So to make that happen, we needed to buy a few devices. Well, one of them was the adapter, the Kinect adapter. I obviously had to cut this off so I could make a custom device. So this is a Kinect adapter, 12 volts and 1.04 amps. Okay, maybe I could bring it a bit close for you to have a look. Sorry, I can't really focus it that much well. That's the reason why I put this here. And the other devices that I had to purchase is an adapter. 5.1 mm is a 5.1 mm by 2.1 mm female DC adapter, which I used to customize the Kinect adapter. So I left the ferrite beam. I learned it's used to depress noise and suppress any other interference and such USB kind of cables. So for the connection here, when we cut it, we have for the DC adapter we have a plus for that's the live, and then also the common or the ground. For this cable here, if you look towards the back, you would notice a white and a brown cable there. The brown one is the live, and then the white one is the common or the ground, which we screwed to this DC adapter. Another thing that we had to purchase is this is a USB-A DC booster, which would supply it supplies between 9 to 12 volts. Also it's capable of converting from 5 volts to 9 to 12 volts, and at 1.5 amperes. Our Kinect needs roughly 12 volts to 1.0 ampere. Means this is sufficient for us, and then it would supply us at least the power that we would require, or the amount of voltage that we need to power this Kinect adapter. And it's still exposed at the moment though, so I have this to seal it up to make it a bit stronger. I'll do that later, but I just want to do some testing at the moment to show that we can get 12 volts using the power bank. Okay, I didn't talk about the power bank. We need a power bank to supply the voltage. This power bank here I'm making use of an RK 26800 mAh power bank, and it has two USB-A ports and one USB-C port. The two USB-A ports are quick charge 2.0 3.0 ports, and the USB-C is a quick charge, sorry, it's a power delivery port 2.0/3.0. and this power bank is capable, through the USB-C, is capable of delivering, giving a power delivery of 45 watts, and for the USB-A ports, I think a maximum of 18 watts. I'll put the description for all the items we're able to purchase, where you could get the DC cable, where you could get the power, the booster, the USB to DC booster, and where you could also purchase an adapter for the Kinect 360 as well. And okay, for the USB port, you could also, if you have one of these lying around, it could also make sense. But well, we could actually power this either through the USB-C port or the USB-A port. It doesn't really matter. So I'll go ahead to make the connections, and then we could go ahead to test. So just a moment while I connect this. Just a moment, please. So before I connect, I also want to mention this port here is also a male adapter port, 5mm by 2.1mm male adapter, which we're gonna fit in here. Okay, yeah. So we've connected this port here. Then the next we're going to connect it to the power bank, and just a moment while I try to make this connection. I'm sorry for the way. Yeah, so as with the moment we can see we have 9.1 volts. We can change it, and then we have 12 volts here supply, and could also connect it to that's for the quick charge port. So let me connect it to the power delivery port. The power delivery port, you can observe we also have a 12 volts, and you can see our Kinect adapter is also powered. It's already being powered by this port here, so it means we don't need this anymore. It means we successfully made this to be a mobile adapter that we could use to power the Kinect 360. So if we want, we could also test using our multimeter here. We could test to find out if we're getting a supply of 12 volts here, which I believe it's already showing us there. So we're going to do the testing now. So testing, we can see we have 12 volts supply, which is then giving us, which is able to then power the Kinect adapter for us. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the Kinect 360 RGB-D camera, and then we're going to test it on we're going to connect it to the laptop. So we've successfully made the connection. Okay, so we're going to connect the USB-A port from our mobile adapter now to the laptop. Just give me a second there. Okay, yeah, so I'm sure you heard that noise already, which shows that we have identified, or we've gotten a successful connection to our laptop. So this is a Kinect SDK which is made by Microsoft, and then we have a bunch of samples that we can actually deal with here. So we're going to try out a few to show that our Kinect can actually work with this setup. As we can see, we already have the green sensor, or there, which shows that we have the Kinect connected to our laptop. So let's test out color basics to the, so we can see this is coming from the Kinect here. We can see this shows that the Kinect is powered. Okay, remember it's being powered by the PowerBank. So let's test another one. Okay, let's try this. Let me give a bit of space. So we have depth sensor here, we have the RGB camera here, and for the sensor we can actually move the camera. So you see the power bank is sufficient for us to be able to tilt the camera. It's quite a large one, so I think we have something good we're working with here. So let's test out another project again. Let's test out for depth, just the depth sensor. Well, you can see this is me moving. Alright, so we can see that the setup works. I actually had to put this video together because I was looking for a solution and I really couldn't find one that shows so much detail. So for all you hobbies out there, or those into robotics or any other projects, or those that want to do 3D, some kind of 3D scanning, I believe if you can have this kind of setup for the devices, this maybe the most expensive thing here might be the power bank, but to get the booster you could get it for about maybe 11 euros. The DC connector, you could get it for about 2 euros or something. The adapter, I think you could get it for maybe 2 euros, so maybe about 20 something euros. And then if you've got something going for yourself, mind you, also this booster can also convert from 5 volts to a 12 volt, so probably you could find an alternative to the power bank. It's possible. Well, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and you could also find someone could actually make use of this concept as well. Thank you. Alright, this is skeleton identification as well. It's me moving my arms, my hands, and all that. So have fun with this. Yeah. Thank you, and bye. Mind you, I made use of the power delivery ports. You can also make use of the quick charge port as well. That also works as well. Just give me a moment. Yeah, so you can see it's also identified. Just needed to let you know this also works. So. Yeah, so you can see. All right, have fun.